What is the Peribleptos Monastery in Mystras, Greece? Imagine walking through a place where history whispers from every stone and fresco. That's what visiting the Peribleptos Monastery in Mystras feels like. Hidden on the side of a cliff, this late Byzantine monastery is a real gem. It was built around the middle of the 14th century, roughly between 1350 and 1375, by a nobleman named Manuel Kantakouzenos, who was the first despot of the Morea. The monastery takes its name from a famous Byzantine monastery in Constantinople called the Peribleptos Monastery, and it is dedicated to Saint Mary of Peribleptos. What makes this monastery stand out is its location. It's built into the side of a steep cliff, and it even incorporates a natural cave that used to be a shrine to Saint Catherine. This unusual placement affects how the building is laid out, with the apses, or the rounded parts at the end of the church, being slightly off from the usual Byzantine style. The architecture here is what's called the Mystras style, which looks a bit like a castle. It features squared stones with inlaid tiles and complex exterior shapes that make the inside feel almost magical. The main church, called the katholikon, follows the classic Byzantine cross-and-square plan. Inside, you'll find some of the best preserved frescoes from the late Byzantine period, dating from around 1348 to 1380. These paintings are delicate and subdued, showing scenes from the Bible and saints. They are a rare example of Byzantine art from that time and help us understand how artists expressed religious stories. Visiting the Peribleptos Monastery gives travelers a chance to see the rich cultural and religious history of Greece's Byzantine era. It's part of the larger archaeological site of Mystras, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The entire town is like a living museum, with its fortified walls, palaces, churches, and monasteries. The monastery's cliffside setting, its beautiful frescoes, and its historical importance make it a must-see for anyone interested in medieval architecture and art. When you walk through Mystras, the Peribleptos Monastery really stands out. Its natural landscape integration, artistic treasures, and connection to Byzantine history make it a highlight of your trip. It's a perfect spot to imagine what life was like in the medieval Peloponnese and to appreciate the craftsmanship of that time.